I see babies everywhere. I see babies everywhere. I see it. I see it.
I got married in the year 2016 and I've been believing God for the fruit of the womb since then. A friend of mine actually introduced me to this platform. I've been on this platform, trusting God and believing God. And every time Pastor Gerald will come up on this platform and say, hey, women in their 30s, women in their 40s, women in their 50s receive the fruit of the womb, receive your babies and all that.
Women in their late 30s, in their 40s, in their 50s, in their 60s, desiring to carry the fruit of the womb. I announce, carry your babies.
I keep believing, I keep claiming. It got to an extent and I just stopped believing. I just stopped receiving. I kept receiving it from my friends. I would keep mentioning the names of my friends. Oh, God, do it for this person. God, do it for this person. I kept believing for my friends. Just when I least expected, September 2024, I got pregnant just when I least expected. And it was an amazing journey all through the pregnancy. But 2025 April, I gave birth to my baby, my beautiful baby.
I've been believing God for the fruit of the womb for 7 years. 7 years is not 7 minutes, not 7 days, not 7 hours. But God used my 7 years of tears to visit me with a bouncing baby boy. I want to thank God that He visited me and took away all my shame, all my pains. What God cannot do does not exist. This is my evidence. We dey pray, He dey show.
Since when I've been married, I've been looking for the fruit of the womb for the past 10 years. And when God did it, it was a very, very wonderful day. So I took in and I put to bed 2024. And I want to appreciate God that He has done a good thing in my life. God gave me a set of baby boys, twins. And I appreciate God for that. I appreciate God for because He has been so good to me. Now I'm being called a mother. I'm among the people they call me mother. I know when they will do Mother's Day, I do rejoice with them, I do pray with them. But deep inside of me, I used to feel somehow. But today, I thank God that God has given me that joy. God has given me that blessing. What God cannot do does not exist. What God cannot do does not exist. I said, what God cannot do does not exist.
We got married May 2021, and since then we've been praying, we've been asking, we've been hoping for a child, and we've gone to the hospital, we've taken herbs, and we even did IVF around March 2024, and it failed. I joined the fire altar on the 30th of September 2024. So when I connected, I have not prayed and I will hear somebody say, if your faith is not enough, I will add my faith to yours. So when I joined, everything I needed to hear was right here on the fire altar. So I kept connecting and I kept praying. So Pastor Jerry will say, where are the women looking for a child? So when he says that, immediately, wherever I am, I will lay my hand on my stomach and I will receive my own. I will say, amen, oh, amen, oh, amen. Oh. The moment the fasting ended, first week of February, I got pregnant. I didn't believe it at first. I bought a pregnancy test strip. I bought so many that when I check, I'll look at it. It kept saying positive. So I sent my husband a message and I said, I'm pregnant. So my husband was so happy and the journey was smooth. We are not just testifying for a baby, we are also testifying for a growth in all round, in our family, in our lives, in our health. Imagine we were not on the fire altar. I don't know what I would have done. Indeed, I'm grateful. Elroy, I'm grateful. Since I know that name, Elroy, that name that carries fire, everything in our lives has changed for the better.
Somebody celebrate a Roy! 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 Somebody give the Lord a loud shout! Let me hear you shout a Roy! Let me hear you scream a Roy! Let me hear you tonight Roy! We dey pray! We dey pray. Somebody shout and roar. People of God, from 5 years to 6 years to 10 years to 7 years, people of God, different families receiving their babies. People of God, at the word of the Lord on the altar of fire, And this is the question I keep asking now. These are people who are not telling other people's stories, they are telling their stories. What would you tell someone who has received of God on the altar? Would you tell?
Thank you so much for listening to the end. Please like this video, share it with someone, and kindly subscribe to this channel. Thank you so much for your support. God bless you.